want to start by doing a little intro that I find purely addictive, and it's from ThreeStreets 42. Goes a little bit something like this. Greetings, citizens of the internet. So hi guys, TS42 here, and I'm going to take a second to talk to you about what my country's been up to. But first, an aside to the guy who did the intro for me this time around. That guy is the XT Donkey. He's a motor vlogger from Ireland. I'm not sure which part, but you should give him a watch. I think he's pretty cool. But anyway, on to the main topic. So recently the FBI decided to close down two websites. They are mylittleredbook.com and mylittlepinkbook.com, I believe. And the purpose of these websites is to put dudes or chicks, and for that matter, into touch with prostitutes. And I mean, that's pretty much the point of the site. And on that site you can review the prostitutes as well as the prostitutes can review the Johns, just to make sure, you know, that everybody's safe and everybody's, you know, gets a, I guess you have to be good or you get reviewed bad. That's the whole point. And I think that's pretty awesome, but the FBI decided that since prostitution's bad, let's go ahead and get rid of this fucking website, right? I guess my problem with it is that now that this site is gone, these people have to go onto the streets to find whatever it is they're looking for. There's no review system, there's no, you know, there's no disease testing, there's just none of that shit, you know? And I think that taking the sites down is really a net negative, because regardless of whatever the fuck you do, prostitution's gonna happen. Like, it's been around since the dawn of fucking time. Since we as humans decided to climb out of the fucking trees and walk upright, prostitution's been around. So I don't think there's anything you can do about it. So anything that makes it safer and better for the people in general, I think is a good thing, and I think that should be allowed. I think ultimately prostitution should be legal and regulated as fuck, and I think that would just be great. You ever applied for a job and gotten those stupid fucking survey questions? Like, if you saw someone stealing, what would you do? I mean, of course you're going to answer, oh, I'd turn them in, but who knows, you really might not. Or I guess a better example would be, have you used drugs in the past 6 months? Well, no, I haven't used drugs in the past 6 months as far as you're concerned, but in reality, I need this job to make more money so that I can buy more fucking drugs. So I was going to take this opportunity to talk to you a little bit about what's going on with me. And this whole recently getting my wife's shop open has fucking has put it in my head to I don't know, start a business or do something. I've always kind of wanted to do something like that, you know, work for myself, but maybe I'd never had the balls to do it. I don't know. Am I saying that my wife's balls are bigger than mine? Yes, probably. But I'm an IT guy, and I have been an IT guy for a very, very long time. I've come from the ground up, doing basic computer repair, all the way up to sysadmin, network security, ethical hacking, IT audit stuff. And now I deal primarily with contracts and legal shit and paperwork, organizing directors, advising them on technical stuff. And honestly, I'm just kind of done, man. I've reached the top of my game, and I don't know where to go from here. I'm good at what I do. I don't mind doing what I do. but I just don't have any passion for it anymore. I'm just not that driven about it. When I wake up in the morning, it's just kind of meh. So I've got a good job. It pays well. Anybody would be lucky to have my job. I'm not complaining about that. Let's let this guy get out of the way. Someone's smoking that good shit. I don't think it was the old man in his Beamer. But somebody's definitely smoking that good shit. But yeah, so what I've been doing these past few weeks is helping my wife as much as I can get her business up and running. And I've been trying to put together something that I want to do that I could be passionate about again, you know, something that will excite me to get up in the morning. And it's something I've always wanted to do. Fucking traffic, man. Something I've always wanted to do, which is, you know, work for myself. And you know, as good as or the better I do at my job, the, you know, more it pays, and I'll have something directly to show for it. Like I'll have, you know, a company and money in my pocket. But I don't know about the whole thing, because the prospect or the idea of that even is just fucking terrifying. I mean, what if it all falls through? And I mean, what if it doesn't work out? In which case, you know, I've done a shit ton of damage, potentially, financially, to my family. And that's bad. And so it's terrifying. It's a little fucking scary. The weather's fucking nice today. So I don't know about how to go about this thing. What I've done so far is I've got a trademark, and I've got a few ideas, got a business plan, got an inventory. I've got a lot of shit done, but what I don't have primarily, when I say I have an inventory, I have an inventory list. I haven't ordered anything yet. Primarily because that shit's expensive. And what I'd like to do is a brick and mortar e-cig shop. And because up north, I mean, that kind of shit, like the brick and mortar e-cig shops have fucking exploded, man, and there's really not much here for that. There's one store, and they're kind of meh. So I'm thinking about, you know, I'll try my hand at it. I'll open my own store. Granted, I'm gonna have an online presence too, because I think you kind of have to. But I'll have an online presence and, you know, run a brick and mortar. And I really don't know how well it'll do, and so I'm kind of frozen in this, you know, limbo land of do I take this next step and really start hitting it hard, trying to find some funding for this thing, because I don't have the money for it just, you know, floating around in my account. That just, you know, it's not there. As much as I would like to. And my wife runs her own business, and that's fucking awesome. But what if I open this business, I sink all this money into it, and I don't do well? What if the business is a flop? And, you know, I've got bills to pay, and my wife runs our business, or her business, out of the house, and so I have to make rent payments. There's no not making rent payments, because if I don't make them, then her business closed down, and then none of us are making any money. So I don't know. So what do you think, guys? Would you do it? Would you go after something that you've kind of wanted for a while, and something that you would probably enjoy more than what you're currently doing? Or would you prefer to stick with the safe side. So I'd like your opinion, honestly, on the whole deal. I think if I budgeted smart, that I could minimize the risk to my family. And I can always put somebody in charge of running the shop while I work during the day. I could do that if that's an option, but I just don't know yet. But anyway, guys, that's what's been on my mind. My wife's business is actually, at least this week, business is picked up for her, and that's fucking fantastic. That's great. And what I'm really hoping for is that her business does so well that I won't have to work and I can start my e-cig shop and don't have to worry about it failing. Not that I think it will. It's definitely something I'm going to pursue. I just don't know. I'm still worried about it, I guess. But that's all I really had to say. I don't have much more than just ramblings to go on after this. So I'm gonna shut up and put that Kia back where it's supposed to go. Take it easy, guys. That's about all I had for you. Ride safe and go check out the XT Donkey. Later. Yes, it is entirely necessary. I've done thorough research on the subject, and it turns out vroom vroom is scientifically valid.
Alright then, as long as you've done the research.
I have. I put in many hours. Oh, say hi to the camera, Chuck.